Here inside the WBasic Coaches Report right here on GoHofstra.com. Ryan LaFay alongside Dennis Papadatos, head coach of the Hofstra wrestling team and coach EIWA Championships. If you can't make it to Lewisburg, if you're watching this video, you can't make it to Lewisburg, you can catch all the action on FlowWrestling.com. But coach, you're going to be there in person with your team.
I hope so, yeah.
What are you expecting at the EIWA Championships? Who's the team to beat? Who are some wrestlers you're really hoping are going to stand out?
Cornell's a team to beat. I mean, they've won it 9, 10 years in a row. You know, possibly 10 going on 11. I can't recall. It's been a decade that they've won it. A lot of people thought that Lehigh, this was going to be the year that Lehigh was going to overtake them. And then the dual meet happened and Lehigh was winning, and then Cornell found a way where Cornell's guy ranked number 2 in the country had the Lehigh guy ranked number 3 in the country, which is usually a 1-point match, and the Cornell guy pins them, and Cornell wins the duel by a point. So they find a way to get it done. Lehigh obviously definitely can probably still get it done this weekend, but I think Cornell is the favorite again, and obviously, you know, we want to do what we can, but you got to be a little realistic. We're probably a little bit away from trying to win the conference, the WAs right now, but we want to have a good performance for us.
Yeah, and the allocations came out for the NCAA tournament. Let's just fire through them at 125, 2 allocations. So what can you expect in that weight class?
I mean, there's 2 guys. There's only 2 spots. On my seeds, we do our pre-seeds, we just handed them in, and I actually had Jacob Martin at 8. Like, he has a chance of getting seeded because he beat a lot of guys. He may not get seeded because see what other coaches do, but he's probably 8, 9, 10, and which means if he's under 8, he'll get blind drawn in. And he'll have to do. He's wrestling better. He won his last 2 matches, and you know he's a true freshman and he's young, so I think he's fiery, full of energy, and hungry. So. You know, we just look it out there to go and compete and see if we can get on the podium, and if we are on the podium, how high. Obviously, we wanted to get him to the national tournament, but he's going to have to make the finals to do so because there's no at-large bid for him if he doesn't, most likely.
And there's also 4 spots at 133 as well.
Same thing, where Vinny has proven he can wrestle with everybody, and I mean, 3 of the top guys, Vinny was losing to him by a point with 5 seconds left in the match, you know, and they qualified weight, so. It's a weight that we want Vinny to go in. If he's firing on all cylinders, he's proven he's right there with those guys. If he can finally punch through, beat 1 of them, 2 of them, takes top 4, you know, that's the plan. We have high expectations. Vinny's a true freshman as well, so young, hungry. You know, I don't think they get caught up in. Hopefully, they don't get caught up in the moment. But you know, we're preparing them and resting them right. We believe.
And the EIWA got 5 spots at 141 as well.
I mean, it's you know it's. As I keep saying, you know, when you get the bigger numbers, like later you'll get to 84, then it's 7, and you're like, wow, there's a lot of opportunity there. But it's because there were 7 people that NCAA said are really good and need to be at the national tournament. So even though there's 5 at this one and there's more than the 2, it's because there's 5 kids that belong there, if that makes sense. So Connor's got to have to get it done and beat someone that beat 1 or 2 people that he's probably not supposed to beat. And hopefully he's healthy, and we got some of his snags in control, which I think we did. He's put a pretty good week and feeling good, and see what he can go out there and do.
Just 3 allocations at 149. Connor Burkhart's weight class, just 4 at 157.
Yeah, I mean, I was hoping there would be more than 3. Ryan Burkhart, they're twins. No problem, they're twins. Their mother confuses them sometimes. I'm just kidding, she never does. 49, you know, was the one that we were hoping for more because Ryan Johnson real good. But at the end of the day, now I actually think Brian can be one of those 3. There's no doubt about it in my mind. So we're, you know, I know he believes it, and we're going to train him right and get him prepared right. More importantly, at this point, and you know, he's got to go out there. And at the end of the day, he can't suffer more than 1 loss, or he's going to have a very hard time getting to the national tournament. So we'll see what happens if he gets blind drawn in. He may, because he's another one that I had him at like 8, 9, 10. So most likely he'll get blind. He won't get seeded top 8 and he'll get blind drawn in. But I feel very comfortable with pretty much almost anyone he draws in the first round that he can win. So we'll take right there. Same thing with Kaminsky. There's 4 spots. Kaminsky's actually looked the best he's looked since the last weekend when he looked not as good as he's looked. And this weekend his mindset changed a little bit, and he's doing things. I don't want to say he was doing things wrong before, but he's doing things really right now. And I'm really happy with his demeanor about it. So hopefully that pays dividends this weekend.
And there's also just 4 at 165 as well. So
yeah, Bobby's super talented. So same thing. He's definitely not going to get seeded. So he's going to get blind drawn in, and we'll see where it is. Everyone loves Bobby, and we want Bobby to do well. So we're excited about it. 6 at 74. There's probably 10 good kids at the weight. Sage is one of them. He's another one that may get seeded. He's right on the cusp because he has a loss or two to kids that won't be seeded, but he has wins over kids that are seeded. There's six weight there, 6 guys that weight. We honestly believe Sage can wrestle with pretty much about every one of them. So, you know, we have high expectations. This is probably one of the better weights for, it's got more spots, and we do believe Sage can pretty much wrestle well with anyone, and he doesn't have to have a perfect weekend. He has to have a good weekend, because he has to beat good guys to get it done, but he doesn't need to have a perfect weekend like Jacob Martin does, if that makes sense. So we're excited about it.
And then you brought up before 7 allocations at 184, obviously weight class.
Again, there's probably 10, 11 guys that are right in that mix for those 7, and, you know, same thing, Oxley's not going to get seeded, he's going to have his works cut out for him, and just get ready to go. And it's sometimes it's fun to be an underdog. There's no pressure, and you can go out and get it done.
And there's just 4 at 197 and 285 as well. So.
And they've both been wrestling well. I was looking at the 4 guys that qualified both those, you know, the 4 guys that qualified both those weights, and I'm like, I think Mace can beat this guy and this guy. I think Omar can. So why not? You know, we get up, we train, we do things right. And I have no idea if the other teams are. I don't want to worry about the other teams. So we're going to go out there, and I don't know if I don't want to say high expectations. We're optimistic though. I think there's been a good vibe in the room, and I think there's optimism. It doesn't feel like guys want the season end. You know how sometimes you get the vibe like, oh man, this is dragging. You kind of get the vibe that guys almost want this over. I don't sense that at all. So that's a good thing. I think guys are fired up and ready to go to try to compete and do the best they can this weekend. And that's all we can hope for, and that's all we can prepare them for. And then, you know, hopefully the cards land in our direction for once this year. You know what I mean? That's really all I want. But I'm excited for it. I'm excited for the weekend for sure.
And again, the EIWA championships this weekend. Finally, coach, just a couple wrestlers, maybe one wrestler. You're really excited for in the EIWA championships this weekend.
Ooh, I'll be honest. I've been thinking about it a lot. I'm excited about a bunch of guys, and I'm gonna, I guess, mention names, but I don't want. I'm not trying to leave anyone out, but I just feel really optimistic about Jacob Martin for some reason, Vinny Vespa, Ryan Burkert, Sage, Naze, and Omar. I really do. Not that I don't feel optimistic about the other ones, but I just like the way things looked out, and the guys that qualified the weight in their weight, I just feel like are beatable for them. Where there's a few others that you kind of look at, you're like, oh man, there's 4 spots that weight, but all 4 of those guys are really, really good. You know, and so for those reasons alone, those are the ones sticking in my mind. Jacob Martin has a little bit of a tall order, but I just like the way he's competing right now, so he's got me in a good vibe. So optimistic. That's all we are. I'm excited for everyone. I think they're excited. I know the coaches are excited. We're eager to get out there and make weight and get on the mat and compete.
Dennis Papadatos, head coach of the Hofstra wrestling team. Coach, thanks for the time.
Thanks for having me. Good job with the WP Racing Report today. Looking forward to everyone there. Come to the match or tune in to Flow.
Thank you for watching the W Mason Coach Support right here on GoHofstra.com.